All right, everybody, welcome back. We are ready to dive deep today, get ready into the world of online dating.
Always exciting.
And more specifically, we are looking at red flags.
Oh, yeah.
Red flags in online dating.
Big topic.
Huge topic.
Yeah, especially these days.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is, we're basing this deep dive on an article we found called Navigating the World of Online Dating, 10 Red Flags to Watch Out For.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's something that anybody who has spent any time on dating apps is going to relate to, because we've all seen some things that made us go,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So we're going to really kind of pull this apart and go beyond the surface.
Right.
What is the psychology behind these red flags? Why are people doing these things?
That's the big question.
Yeah.
Why?
And we're going to look at some real-life examples of how this stuff plays out.
Sure.
And most importantly, I think, give everybody listening some really practical tips.
Yes.
And some real tools to stay safe and sane out there in the world of online dating.
Right.
So to kind of kick us off, why don't we start with the big picture?
Okay.
Why do we even care about red flags?
Right, good question. I think red flags are so interesting because they really point to, deeper issues.
Yeah.
Like whether it's somebody trying to be somebody they're not, misrepresenting themselves, or maybe even, being manipulative.
Right.
Those are all, very problematic things to find in somebody you're trying to date.
Right.
And those things, they're not just like personality quirks. We're talking about things that can lead to some serious consequences.
Absolutely. And I think the article did a really good job of kind of driving that point home with a couple of really specific examples.
Oh, sure.
So talk about a woman named Emily who met a guy online named Ryan.
Oh, yeah. I read about Ryan.
And he was portraying himself as like this really successful businessman.
Right, right.
But then his story started to get really inconsistent.
Yeah.
And she kind of got sucked in and ended up sending him money because he said he had this like business emergency.
Yeah.
And it turns out it was all fake.
Oh, wow.
He was a scammer.
Yeah, classic example, right? Of somebody just taking advantage of somebody's good nature.
Yes, lasting nature.
Exactly. And then there's another example of a woman named Sarah who was dating a guy named David.
Okay.
And initially, David seemed like he was very charming.
Oh.
But pretty quickly, he became controlling and manipulative.
Wow.
And it turned out that he had a history of gaslighting, which is a particularly insidious kind of emotional abuse.
Really is, yeah. It's insidious in that it makes the victim question themselves.
Right.
And, reality.
Right.
So it's a very difficult thing to come out of.
Right, absolutely. So obviously these are like some pretty extreme examples.
Right.
But they really illustrate how important it is to be able to spot these red flags early on.
Absolutely, yeah.
And the article brings in some real experts on this topic.
Okay, great.
They talked to a cyberpsychologist named Dr. Janice Devine.
And she gives some great advice about things like,
Yeah.
incomplete profiles,
Yeah.
inconsistent stories, and somebody who's really pushing for a relationship too fast.
Oh, yeah.
Those are like some really key things to watch out for.
That makes sense.
And then they also talked to Dr. Catherine Smerling, who's a relationship therapist.
Right.
And she really emphasized trusting your gut.
Oh, yeah.
Like if something feels off, even if you can't quite put your finger on it,
Sure.
pay attention to that.
Yeah, your intuition is often, really good at picking up on things.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, let's get into the specifics.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
The article lays out 10 red flags to watch out for.
All right, I'm ready.
Ready to hear them?
Hit me.
Okay. Number 1, incomplete or fake profiles.
Oh!
I mean, come on. If somebody can't even be bothered to fill out their profile,
Yeah, that's a pretty basic first step, right?
what does that say about their effort level?
Exactly. What are they trying to hide?
Right. Or like if their pictures are just like way too perfect.
Oh, yeah, the supermodels. Like, come on.
Yeah, or every picture is like professionally done.
Yeah.
Like a modeling portfolio.
It's like, are you really trying to connect with somebody?
Right.
Or are you just trying to, build up your ego?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Red flag number 2.
Okay.
Inconsistent stories.
Ah, yes. The classic.
Like maybe they told you they were a doctor,
Right.
but then they accidentally let it slip that they actually work retail.
Oops.
Or like their age seems to change every time you talk to them.
Yeah, how old are you really?
Yeah, right? Like little things like that.
Well, I think those inconsistencies point to something bigger.
Yeah.
It could be that they're just insecure, or it could be something more intentional, like they're trying to manipulate,
Right.
create an image that they think you'll find more attractive, and that, lack of honesty. It really undermines trust.
Exactly. Okay, so this one is a big one for me.
Constantly making excuses to postpone meeting in person.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what's up with that?
Right. Well, I think you have every right to be suspicious.
Yeah.
Because it suggests that they could be hiding something.
Mm.
Maybe they don't look anything like their profile picture.
Right.
Maybe they're already in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, there's a reason they don't want to meet face to face.
Right. And to me, it just feels disrespectful of my time.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's like they're not really serious
It's-
about actually meeting.
Okay. So red flag number 4,
Okay.
pressure.
Oh.
Pressure for anything.
Oh, okay.
Intimacy,
Mm-hmm.
financial help,
Yeah.
especially early on.
Too soon.
It's like
Big red flag.
huge red flag.
Yeah.
To me, that is a sign that they are trying to exploit you.
Yeah. They're looking for something other than a genuine connection.
Right. And then kind of along those same lines.
Okay.
Red flag number 5, manipulative or controlling behavior.
Yeah.
So maybe they try to isolate you from your friends and family.
Oh, yeah. That's a classic sign.
Yeah. Or they guilt trip you into doing things that you're not comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Or they constantly put you down.
Oh, yeah. Trying to lower your self-esteem.
Yeah. Just to like chip away at your confidence.
So they have more power in the relationship.
Right. Which is just not cool.
No, not at all.
Okay. Red flag number 6.
Mm-hmm.
They don't respect your boundaries. Like you say you're not ready for something.
Right.
And they just keep pushing and pushing.
Yeah, they don't hear you.
Yeah. And to me, that's a sign that they're more interested in getting what they want
Right.
than they are in respecting your needs and feelings.
Exactly.
Okay, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Red flag number 7, overly flattering or scripted sounding messages.
Oh, yeah. It's like they're reading from a pickup artist handbook.
Yeah, or like they copied and pasted it from somewhere.
Right. It just doesn't feel genuine.
Yeah, like they haven't really taken the time to look at your profile
Right.
and think about who you are.
And what they could say that's personal
Right.
to you.
Okay, red flag number 8,
Okay.
avoiding video calls or direct communication.
Oh, yeah. So if they're always making excuses
Yeah.
to not actually talk to you live,
Yeah, what's that about?
yeah, that's suspicious.
Like if you've been talking to somebody for a while
Right.
and they're still hesitant to like hop on a video call.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, now we're getting into some like big glaring red flags.
Okay.
Red flag number 9, asking for personal or financial information way too soon.
Oh, huge no-no.
Like, come on.
Yeah, run for the hills.
Yeah.
If somebody's asking for your bank details or your social security number,
It's like way too late.
way too early.
Yeah.
That is not normal.
And then finally, red flag number 10,
All right.
using disrespectful or abusive language.
Yeah, immediate deal breaker.
Like no one who genuinely cares about you is going to treat you that way.
Exactly. And I think, you know, we've talked about a lot of negative stuff. So I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about what you can do to protect yourself.
Yeah, because there are things you can do.
Absolutely.
It's not all doom and gloom.
Right.
So the article lays out some really practical tips,
Okay, great.
starting with just being proactive,
Mm-hmm.
like verify information,
Okay.
communicate openly and honestly,
Yeah.
and set clear boundaries right from the beginning.
Yes.
Those are kind of your foundation.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, don't be afraid to prioritize face-to-face interactions.
Yeah, once you feel comfortable and safe, of course.
Exactly. And always meet in a public place for that first date,
Yes, good tip.
just to be on the safe side.
And I think it's really important to remember that you have resources available,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
like Dr. Devine's book that we talked about earlier,
Mm-hmm.
that offers some really great insights.
Yeah. And there's also the FTC. They have a ton of online safety tips.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically for dating apps.
That's a good resource.
And don't hesitate to reach out to organizations like the National Cybersecurity Alliance if you have any concerns.
Yeah, great point. And I think ultimately,
Yeah.
your instincts are your most powerful tool.
Oh, absolutely.
Like if something feels off,
Trust your gut.
don't dismiss it.
Yeah.
Trust your gut and
Yeah.
take steps to protect yourself.
Yeah, you know yourself better than anybody.
Right. Yeah.
So listen to that inner voice.
So to sum it all up,
Yes.
online dating can be a great way to meet people,
It can.
but it's crucial to go in with your eyes wide open.
Absolutely.
Be aware of those red flags,
Mhm.
be proactive about your safety,
Yes.
and always listen to your intuition.
You got it.
All right, so as you venture out there into the digital dating world,
Mhm.
remember to stay curious,
Yes.
stay optimistic,
Yeah.
and most importantly, prioritize your safety and well-being.
You deserve a healthy and fulfilling relationship.
Absolutely.
And with the right approach, you can find it.
Good luck out there, everybody.
Good luck.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.